Man, if 2026 is anything like 2025, then we're in for a wild ride. Hey guys, Happy New Year and welcome to 2026. As the clock strikes midnight, I always like to take a few minutes and reflect on everything that's happened in the previous year in the world of hearing loss, hearing aids, and tinnitus. And more importantly, how all of those things are going to shape everything that happens in 2026. I will say this right off the bat, 2025 was a fantastic year for hearing aid users. We got to see just how much of an impact the Phonak Deep Sonic chip made with artificial intelligence separating speech from background noise. Now, after a full year of fitting patients with the Phonak Auditory hearing aids, I can officially say that this is one of the most significant advancements that we have ever seen when it comes to understanding speech in a noisy environment. But even more important than that, Phonak decided to set a new precedent in the hearing aid industry. Instead of releasing a brand new hearing aid at the end of 2025, Phonak instead elected to release an ultra firmware update to improve the performance of their Infinio R and Infinio Sphere hearing aids. They are now officially called the Ultra Infinio and Ultra Sphere Infinio devices. Hopefully we'll see other hearing aid manufacturers follow suit and release updates to their previously released hearing aids to improve their performance as well. We also saw hearing aid manufacturer Starkey release their new DNN 360 feature, which uses a deep neural network to control the directional microphones in their Omega AI hearing aids. Similar to how hearing aids use a deep neural network for speech and noise separation, Starkey decided to use the same deep neural network technology to control the directional microphones of their devices. This allows their hearing aids to give you better access to sounds that are around you, while still being able to focus in on the person that you want to hear in a noisy situation. If we're lucky, we'll also see other hearing aid manufacturers adopt this strategy to control their directional microphones here in 2026. Now, you may have noticed that at the end of 2025, I took a little trip out to Denmark to visit Oticon headquarters, where they gave me a sneak preview of their new Oticon Zeal hearing aids. The Zeal is what Oticon calls their CIC NXT line of devices. The Zeal is a discrete, completely in the canal hearing aid that has all of the same features and capabilities of a receiver and canal device. It's rechargeable, it has Bluetooth capabilities to include Auracast, it can be fit with either a rubber dome or custom ear tip, it's extremely durable thanks to their new encapsulation technique that pours the outer coating of this hearing aid around the internal components, and it uses the same Sirius chip with the second generation deep neural network from Oticon, which is the same chip that they use inside of their extremely popular Oticon Intent receiver and canal hearing aids. The Oticon Zeal will be released at the end of January here in 2026 in the United States market, and I think that this particular hearing aid could give receiver and canal hearing aids a run for their money. If you want to learn more about the Oticon Zeal, I do have a detailed review of this particular hearing aid that I will link in the description for you. I'm also happy and very proud to say that my Hearing Up network, which is my network of vetted hearing care professionals who follow comprehensive audiologic best practices, grew a lot over the course of 2025. What this tells me is that you guys are fully aware of the fact that it's much more important to find an excellent hearing care professional than it is to find the best hearing aids. And ideally, you find both. Without a best practice provider to optimize the performance of whatever hearing aids you use, you're essentially flushing money down the toilet. Now, if you want to find one of the providers in my Hearing Up network, all you have to do is go to my website, hearingup.com, and find a Hearing Up network member in your area. If there's one thing that will significantly improve your hearing performance over the course of 2026, it would definitely be finding a better hearing care professional. And if I had to say that there was a second thing that would lead to you hearing better in 2026, it would probably be auditory training using the Lace AI Pro app. Auditory training is like physical therapy for your ears. You wouldn't go through a knee replacement surgery and then not go through physical therapy afterwards. The same is true with hearing aids. You shouldn't get a new pair of hearing aids and not do the auditory training that's required to maximize your performance with those devices. LACE, which stands for Listening and Communication Enhancement, has been around for a while, but in 2025, a company called Neurotone completely revamped LACE and made it even better, turning it into an app. Lace AI Pro is now by far the best and easiest way to perform auditory training from the comfort of your own home. It has 4 different training modules. You have speech and noise training, rapid speech training, working memory training, and the all-new deductive reasoning training. It can even use artificial intelligence to take the voice of someone who you communicate regularly with and use their voice in the auditory training so you get better at hearing them. LACE is backed by over 20 years of clinical use and numerous clinical trials and peer-reviewed papers to prove its effectiveness. If you want to get access to a lifetime license Essence of Lace AI Pro for yourself, I will have a link in the description with a discount code for you. This way in 2026, you can go full speed ahead by doing auditory training to improve your hearing. At the end of 2025, you may have also noticed that we had a new hearing aid manufacturer hit the market. You may have heard of this company due to the Wired magazine article that was written about them, and the name of the company is Forell. It's been a while since we've seen a new legitimate player in the prescription hearing aid market. And from what I've seen and heard so far, Forell has a shot at taking market share away from some of the major hearing aid manufacturers. Currently, their Forell hearing aid is only sold out of their flagship Uptown Manhattan, New York location, but I hope to see this expand over the course of 2026. One of the things that I'm perhaps most excited about is the expansion of Auracast broadcast audio capabilities. Just in case you're unaware, Auracast is a new form of wireless broadcast audio made possible by the new Bluetooth LE audio. It's designed to allow you to stream audio directly from a public venue, like a museum, a church, a movie theater, a sports bar, or even a Broadway show, directly into your Auracast-enabled hearing aids. Auracast will also allow you to tap directly into your TV's audio and stream that audio directly into your hearing aids without you having to use an intermediary device that you have to purchase from a hearing aid manufacturer. Numerous hearing aids that we saw released in 2025 have allowed for this Auracast broadcast streaming capabilities, which means that here in 2026, we should be able to start using this technology much more broadly. Of course, if you're also excited for Auracast and you want to learn more, I will have a video linked in the description for you talking about Auracast as well. One thing that I was surprised about is that we actually saw a little bit more of an uptake of over-the-counter hearing aids in 2025. According to MarketTrack 2025 survey data, they identified that over-the-counter hearing aids are contributing to 4% additional hearing aid adoption. And this was without cannibalizing the prescription hearing aid market. This means that over-the-counter hearing aids are expanding accessibility into hearing treatment for individuals who would not have treated their hearing loss otherwise. And considering the fact that the majority of individuals who actually liked their over-the-counter hearing aids had some level of professional involvement, I do expect hearing care professionals to progress these over-the-counter hearing aid users into prescription hearing aids in 2026, making over-the-counter hearing aids a great stepping stone into hearing aid treatment, just like a lot of us predicted several years back. I will say that one of the over-the-counter hearing aids that I was extremely excited about in 2025 was the Nuance audio glasses. And if you saw my vlog, then you would know that I actually got a pair of these eyeglass hearing aids and I completely love them. I'm excited to see what happens with them over the course of 2026 to see if we can increase over-the-counter hearing aid adoption even more. Another thing that happened at the end of 2025 is my business partner, Dr. Craig Casper, and I finally released our modern tinnitus base camp. This allows us to monitor the biometrics of our patients in response to their tinnitus treatments. After a full year of development, we now have a one-of-a-kind platform that monitors different biomarkers such as heart rate variability, sleep quantity and quality, and physical activity levels that are used by hearing care professionals to give them objective insights into how you're responding to tinnitus treatment. If you have tinnitus and you want to do everything in your power to manage your tinnitus better here in 2026, Modern Tinnitus Base Camp could be part of the solution for you. And if you want to find a modern tinnitus specialty center who uses this technology, make sure that you go to our website, moderntinnitus.co. Our goal is to take the subjective world of tinnitus treatment and make it objective. Not only making your tinnitus treatments more effective, but eventually being able to predict which treatment would actually be the most effective for you. And last but not least, I wanted to say thank you again for another year of your support of the channel. When I started this YouTube channel back in 2017, I never imagined in my wildest dreams that a channel about hearing loss, hearing aids, and tinnitus would ever approach 400,000 subscribers, and here we are above 400,000 subscribers in 2026. I am humbled every day by your support, and I hope that the content that I create truly helps you with your hearing loss and tinnitus. I promise I'll make my content even better this year than I did last year. But I want to know what you think. Are you as excited as I am for everything that's to come here in 2026? Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you next year.